I can tell you one thing right off the bat, and it's a fact you should never, ever forget. When stuff goes really wrong, most of the time you only have one option. Shut your eyes and just get through it. All you can do is make sure that things don't careen off the rails. Just so you know, the chaos in this story is totally not my fault. I swear. It is my parents' fault. Scout's honor. I'll try to tell the story as it happened. Or no, how I remember it. In a few spots, things get jumbled up, and even today, I'm not quite sure what I should think of it all. There's an explanation for everything. For almost everything. Perhaps I should start with telling you who I am. I'm Lenny the Second. This name is kinda weird, especially if you happen to know that I was named for my grandpa's dachshund. Yep, a dog. He was Lenny the First, a wired-haired dachshund. Lenny the First had been born in the wrong body. He was firmly convinced there was a dog deep inside of him that was as large as a Great Dane. This caused quite a bit of trouble for Lenny, particularly when it came to Rosaline, the very robust female Rottweiler from next door. Rosaline wasn't just strong, she hated dachshunds. At this point, I'd rather not tell you any more about what happened, otherwise you might start to sob and hurl this book into a corner. This is all I'll say. After his altercation with Rosaline, Lenny the First was placed in a very pretty grave in Grandpa's garden, and shortly after that, Grandpa was placed in a very pretty grave of his own in the cemetery. He simply hadn't been able to get over Lenny's demise. Everyone was really sad at Grandpa's funeral. His coffin was strewn with lilies because Grandpa had liked them, and because they are, according to Mom, mourning flowers. People used to stick lilies in rooms with dead people since they cover up all other smells. The brass band from Grandpa's shooting club played. The man with the tuba kept having to stop playing in order to cry. He had been Grandpa's best friend. Whenever he calmed down enough to continue playing, his notes came out all wonky. When the funeral was over, everyone walked over to the open grave and threw in flowers. Those who didn't have any flowers tossed in handfuls of dirt, which landed so loudly on the coffin that the band lost its place in the music each time. "Earth to earth," the pastor declared at the graveside as he, too, threw a handful of dirt onto the coffin. Mom started sobbing. "Ashes to ashes," he continued, tossing in another clump of dirt. And finally, "dust to dust." Patter, bang, trickle, thump went the dirt clods. Honk went the tuba. Sniffle went the people. And at that very moment, I realized I wasn't a fan of funerals. Nonetheless, several other deaths will unfortunately play a role in my story. Just be forewarned. Where was I? Oh, right, my name. My full official name is Leonard Hohenklaue, though I often get called Lenny the Second. The name thing is important, which is why I'll emphasize it again. My last name is Hohenklaue. A funny name, I know. Hohenklaue. Not von Hohenklaue, just Hohenklaue. That von might be the root of a misunderstanding that resulted in me landing at a new school, the Shadowsnout Castle Academy in Great Vondelstein, near Hustenburg, Germany.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.